You probably just know.
Okay. To vaccinate or not to vaccinate? People in America have been getting vaccinations since 1796, and they are now considered one of the greatest human inventions of all time. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, a vaccine is a substance used to stimulate a person's immune system to produce immunity to a specific disease, protecting that person from that disease. Vaccines are necessary for protecting children from serious illnesses which could possibly result in the amputation of limbs, hearing loss, brain damage, or even some serious cancers. These consequences are not only expensive but can drastically change lives. Vaccines are a necessary preventative medication. Even though they might carry risks like every other medication, the benefits definitely outweigh the possibility of these complications. Vaccines can ultimately save money, prevent limitations of opportunity, and protect from negative life-altering diseases. Beyond saving lives, preventing an illness means eliminating the medical cost of treating that illness. Therefore, vaccines are not only life-saving, but money-saving as well. All of the hospital bills, medications, and doctor visits associated with vaccine-preventable illnesses like measles and diphtheria are undeniably costly. These expenses can bankrupt families, which obviously would make a lot more problems. Also, there are some consequences that can never quite be paid off. For example, deafness from congenital rubella syndrome would result in the need for adaptive devices, special education requirements, and who knows what else. As you can see here, the flu, pneumococcal disease, shingles, and whooping cough cost over $27 billion to treat each year in adults over the age of 50, while the flu vaccine is extremely inexpensive usually and is sometimes already covered by your health insurance. Anti-vaxxer parents feel the choice not to vaccinate their children doesn't negatively affect anyone else besides their children. However, these parents are not only putting their children at risk, but also their community. You see, like most medications, vaccines are not always 100% effective. They may be 97%, 98%, 99%, but you can never guarantee total effectivity. There are also children with health-related restrictions that couldn't get vaccinated even if their parents wanted them to. Voluntary unprotected children are a threat to these types of people. The larger the population of unvaccinated children, the weaker the herd immunity. Herd immunity is what these people rely on to stay protected. According to the Oxford Vaccine Group, 92% or more of a population must be immunized against the disease in order for the community to be protected. The choice not to vaccinate puts a child, family, and community at risk. This threat ultimately results in the need for restrictions on these unvaccinated children. These children can often not go certain places or do certain things because of their threat of exposure. Many colleges require certain vaccinations for on-campus housing, as well as a lot of international travel. You can see how this could limit a child's range of opportunity greatly. This would not be the fault of the child, however, it would negatively affect them by limiting travel opportunities, education opportunities, etc. Now we have the most obvious reason to get vaccinated: preventing you from many life-altering diseases. Worldwide, there's already been 1 million deaths from hepatitis B alone, which is a vaccine-preventable disease. Taking the extra step to prevent these illnesses are easy, affordable, and definitely worth you or your child's life. So by now you might be wondering, all of these good reasons to vaccinate, why don't people? Well, every medication comes with the risk of complications, but the risk of developing and spreading diseases like measles, rabies, and chickenpox is much greater. Although most of the experienced side effects are mild, there can be serious side effects like allergic reactions. However, knowing what you're allergic to, knowing that the FDA approves all of these vaccinations, makes the serious side effect cases very rare. In fact, so few deaths can plausibly be attributed to vaccines that it's hard to access the risk statistically, according to the World Health Organization. Another reason is religion. Certain religious beliefs prevent any medical intervention, and they believe only in spiritual healing. Some people who practice these beliefs refuse medical care for any illness, and they believe that a higher power determines life or death. So vaccines are necessary for good health for children, families, and communities. The benefits of vaccinations outweigh the potential for extremely rare cases of complications, and they can ultimately save money, opportunity, and lives. Everyone should go get vaccinated to help create herd immunity in order to protect the community and yourself. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah.